So I am at Park Circle Drive on the bridge over Deep Run. This is the border between Howard County, which you see in the background, and Anne Arundel County, which is where I'm standing. And down here is Deep Run, down the slope. And I just spent about the better part of 90 minutes or so removing a couple of newspaper boxes out of the river. They were underneath this bridge here, down there on the rocks and sand, and one of them been partially rusted. The other one was in pretty solid shape. I mean, it's rusty, but there were not too many holes. So all the mud that seeped in was not going to come out easily. So I had to break some holes. In these boxes. Now this one, I just turned it over a couple times. It was very heavy. I turned it over a couple times in the foot deep water, and the mud eventually just kind of seeped out of there. It was nice to have that hole on the side. This one, on the other hand, this bottom part of the box was totally enclosed. So I had to rip a couple holes there and then break the plexiglass off the front and reach in there, pull a lot of that mud out of there by hand at first, and then once it was light enough that I could turn the bottle, light enough, it was not as heavy. Once it wasn't quite as heavy, I could turn it over, and then just the rolling action of getting it from over there, rolling it this way. By the time it got here, all the mud was pretty much out of it. So, still pretty heavy. This top section, these locks, I tried to pry that lock off of here. It is well designed. I mean, it is not coming off. So if you wanted to steal a newspaper, forget it. But if you wanted to steal the money out of the top, let me go right on the other side, which is what somebody did. Grabbed all these newspaper boxes, and there's more down the river here. They floated down the river, a ways. You can see how they pried the metal flap off the end here, kind of like this side here. They pried this, flipped it up, and they got the money out of the box. Bring it upside down, I guess. Same deal on this one. You see the flap over there. They opened up. So, next task is to get these beasts up this hill, up to my car, which is parked as close as I can get it. And it's going to be a lot easier now that the mud is out, but it is kind of steep here and a little bit slippery. There's a little bit of traction here with the mesh they put over these rocks to help with the erosion, but they're still a little slippery. So set the camera up somewhere safe and see if anything funny happens. So yes, those of you with an eagle eye may have noticed this really odd t-shirt I'm wearing today. It says University of Penn State, Nittany Lions. And anybody who's gone to Penn State, lived near Penn State, knows anything about Penn State, knows it's not University of Penn State. This shirt was made in Russia, and I guess nobody told them the real name of the school, Penn State University, PSU. Very strange.